Hello, everybody. This is Brian with Story-Based Books coming with you today to do a quick introduction to our newest Latin novella. The newest one is Donata. It's Secretum Malum, or Malum, Donata and the Bad Secret, written by Rachel Ashe. Rachel has several novellas with us now. What you'll find, so anyways, I think this is going to be a great one. It's a murder mystery that also uses a lot of language from the Dickinson vocabulary list, the 1000 Dickinson list cross-referenced. Rachel did a great job of cross-referencing the vocabulary there to be high frequency there, as well as vocabulary from, she cross-referenced that list with vocabulary she saw on the new Latin AP exam list that's been put out for those of you who end up teaching AP Latin in the future. So let's take a quick look at it. So as always, with our editions, what you'll find is you'll find the spine text there, so you can put them on a shelf if you need, or if you want to put them on a display case, the display case you can. We've got our cover here. On our back cover, as always, we've got our description here. We've also got, this is part of a series. There are more books coming out about Donata soon, we hope. Rachel's in the midst of working on those. We also have our Latin reader, level C. You'll always get the levels on the back of our books so that students who use free voluntary reading, independent reading, readers who are just reading at home, if you're an autodidact and you learn, you're just kind of learning by reading through level appropriate texts at home, you can read there. So you can quickly find them. You'll also find, as always, stuff on the front, the half title page here. You'll get our the level, extensive reading foundation level also, just so it's not just our story-based books level. Little chart here. This book has 153 headwords, 15 of them are cognates, 6 are proper nouns, 317 word forms. The word forms are like you might see habet, and you might see habes, and you might see habeo. Those would be 3 different word forms of the same headword. And then we have 1,430 total words. As you work through here, you'll see Rachel has a great quote here at the beginning. Table of contents, as always. You get the preface from Rachel that'll introduce you to more info about it. And then we have the book itself. So we have, here's Donata and her mother and father. And her brother. You can find this first chapter downloadable on our website, which I'll show you in a minute. So this book is great. It's a murder mystery. You read to the end. I don't want to give away too much by talking about it, but we had a great time putting this together, and Rachel did an amazing job writing it. The book itself has, let's see here what we have. Go back to our table of contents. Right there, so you can see the book has 6 chapters and an epilogue, as well as the index of all word forms. So if you come to our index of all word forms here, you'll see we give word forms, plus we also give phrases that they might be used in, so that readers who are reading on their own can read this without any assistance. You also don't need to know how to decline or conjugate Latin words yet. You can find an actual, just a very quick, concise definition here in the back that can keep you reading, so you can keep your focus on the story and absorb the language via reading, as brains tend to do when they're learning languages. It'll also give you some phrases here. So like se means both her and she at some points in our text here. But, dixit se interfecisse, said that she herself had killed. So we get a few in there. So you get that. At the very end, you're going to get an about the author, a little bit more about who Rachel is. And I think that's it for the book here. If you want to go to our website, you can get more information. So if you go to Donata on the website, what you'll find here is as for each of our books, you'll find the front cover. You can then click through to the back cover, kind of get you can zoom in here to get a view of like what it looks like there. You can also get the half title page just to kind of get a sense of what's going on here with the statistics. You can purchase it on our website, get your ERF scale, your level, format, ISBN, which edition it is. You can also download both the index. So if you want to know what the words are that tend to be in this, or that are in this book, you can download a copy of that just by literally clicking on it, and there you go. So you got a look at the index from there. And then you also have the table of contents in chapter 1, so you can click through the table of contents in chapter 1 just to read the first chapter, see if it looks like it's appropriate for what you want to read, see what level it's at for you. And then a quick intro to that. And then something else we have that you won't find anywhere else are extended statistics. These are even more statistics than you might find in the front. So total words, or if you're into linguistics, tokens here, right? 1430 word forms or types. Again, if you're into linguistics, headwords. We did the cognates and the proper nouns, but you also see how many sentences there are, how many items are glossed throughout the book, and then how many images. Now, images might repeat or might not throughout the book. And then, of course, you'll get your level and your extensive reading foundation scale. So I hope you enjoy Donata et Secretum Malum. That's level C, which puts it the same level roughly as Ego Polyphemus by Andrew Olympi and other levels there. You can always check out our levels page by going to levels and then Latin books, and you can kind of see what other books come in here at level C. And then if you ever want to go ahead and have this at home, you can actually download this as printable on 3 pages of 8.5 by 11 sheets. You can put them on a wall, put them somewhere if you want to just have your levels there, and we always update the level sheets whenever we have a new book come out. So I hope you enjoy Donata et Secretum Malum as much as I have, and the students we've seen reading it have. If you have any questions, of course, please feel free to reach out, and have a great time learning by reading. Bye. Walete.